Today I'm going to teach you how to do the single crochet stitch. Hey babes! Welcome back to Moonbae Crochet. It is Brandy and today I am here with another tutorial for you. So last week I uploaded my how to slip knot and chain video, and so the next logical step is to teach you how to single crochet. Single crochet is definitely one of the most fundamental stitches in all of crochet. Single crochet is necessary if you want to learn to make plushies. Single crochet is necessary if you want to learn how to make like nice solid fabrics out of crochet. You see how you like barely see any holes in the work? For nice tight stitches, single crochet is just the most basic of all crochet stitches, but not basic in a bad way, basic in a very just fundamental way. You need to learn to walk before you can run sort of thing, you know? You need to learn how to single crochet before you half double, double, treble, you know? Before anybody asks, yes, we are Pedro Pascal stands in this house, or as I so lovingly call him, Papi Pedro. Please disregard this if he ever does anything questionable. I don't know that man. This is coming from the girl that had the biggest crush on Chris Brown as a child. Okay, I dropped that man like a bad habit the second he showed his true colors. We don't listen to Chris Brown in this house. I mentioned in my first tutorial video that I know probably a good portion of the people who follow me here on YouTube already do know how to crochet and knit, so this might not be the video for them, but I am trying to expand my horizons and to invite people here who do not yet know how to crochet, and maybe you've always wanted to, or maybe you're curious but it seems hard. I'm not claiming to be the best teacher in the world, but I know how to do things a certain way, and I feel like, you know, my way might help certain people, you know, get there if they've never tried, or I don't know. I try to make it not too intimidating. I repeat myself a lot. So, you know, I'm not like a very trained teacher or anything, but I think I can show you a thing or two. So welcome everybody. Without further ado, let's hop right into the tutorial. The materials you will need in order to learn how to single crochet are, of course, a hook and some yarn. I'm using my handy dandy little 4.5mm hook from the Clover & More brand, but of course you can use whatever hook you desire, whatever you have access to. Everyone is welcome here. And also the yarn that I'm using today is Big Twist Value in the color Wine. I think it might be a little bit easier to see maybe than the bright red color I was using last time. I'm not sure. You guys can let me know. But yeah, also, okay, I heard that Joann Fabrics is going out of business. Listen, Michael's cannot be the only store that I can get yarn at, please. I mean, like, and Hobby Lobby, but I don't really go to Hobby Lobby like that. So please, if the corporate bigwigs out there, hey Jeff Bezos, hey, you want to like buy out Joann because I can't. Hello, where am I supposed to find my Juicy Couture yarn, my Big Twist, my, you know, this is not cool. Okay, anyway, sorry, tangent over. So, here is how you single crochet. First, you are going to start with a slip knot and chain, just like how I taught you guys in the last video. I will go ahead and leave a clickable link here so that you can go to that video if you've never seen it, or if you don't know how to slip knot and chain. So what I'm going to do for my example purposes is make my slip knot like that. I'll show you guys again. Twist, under, over, and pull. And once my slip knot is made, for my example purposes, I'm just going to go ahead and chain 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Now you might be wondering, Brandy, why are you chaining 11 and not like I don't know, an even number like 10? Well, it is because whatever number of stitches you would like to have in your final product, and you are doing a single crochet item, you always chain one more than the desired number of stitches. So in my end product here, I would like to have 10 stitches, but I have to chain 11 in order to get there. And the reason is because this last chain on the hook, or shall I say the first chain on the hook because it's the one closest to the hook, you do not crochet into that one. That one is used as a turning chain basically in order to get you up to the height that you need in order to stitch into this second chain from the hook. It helps your hook be more mobile. So what you do in order to start single crocheting is into this second chain from the hook here. You're going to want to take your hook, the tip of it, and then the way that you can tell where you're supposed to go in is, you know how like these stitches, they look like V's. So basically into the middle of that V, right there. So you're not going to want to go like down here or anything, just straight into the middle of that V, insert your hook. So now you have 2 loops on your hook. What you're going to want to do is yarn over, which I also showed you in that first video, and pull that yarn over through that first chain that you're in. And now you still have 2 loops on your hook. So what you're going to want to do to make this a single crochet is yarn over one more time. So now there's 3 loops on your hook, and just pull that first loop through those 2. Now you're left with only 1 loop, and that is your first single crochet made. You can kind of tell which chain it was that you worked into because you'll kind of have like a hole here. You know, you don't want to work into that. You're going to want to work into the next little V shape that you see. So again, to single crochet, just go into that very next one, insert into the middle of the V, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and you're going to want to pull through both loops on the hook. And that is your second single crochet. So once again, here's that third one. Insert, pull through, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, and pull through both. And just in case anybody's curious on how kind of like I maneuver, like I hold my yarn, I sort of use my thumb and index finger to hold my like work in place, and my yarn rests like this. I kind of hold it still with these 3 fingers, and I use I use kind of like my middle finger to kind of like yarn over. So as you see, I insert, pull through, and then to yarn over, I kind of like just pull it over with these fingers that are holding the yarn. But everybody is going to have different ways of holding the yarn that's comfortable for them. But yeah, do you see how we're starting to like make a thick compared to the chain, of course, thick little row here. But single crochets are like the shortest stitches you could possibly make besides like slip stitches, which we'll get to that in a different tutorial. But so once again, a little quicker now. To single crochet into that next chain, insert, pull through, yarn over, through both. Insert, pull through, yarn over, through both. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 single crochets made. I'm going to go ahead and just do these next few at my normal pace so that I can show you what to do in the very last one. So when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 single crochets, all you have left is 1 chain left, and it's a little bit harder to see because that first chain is always sort of like the tightest one. It was the one that the slip knot was attached to, so you're going to want to make sure that you really see that little V shape there, and just make sure you get into that last one. So insert, pull through, yarn over, and through both. And now that is 10 single crochets made. And if you don't want that little gap there, of course, you just pull that slip knot that you made originally and it tightens it nice. So now you may be thinking, okay, I have my 10 single crochets done. How do I keep adding to it, right? Imagine, you had 20 or 30, right? And now you want to keep adding length to it because you want to make like a scarf or something. Like you got to be able to continue adding rows to this. All you will do in order to start working that next row of single crochets is to first chain one. So if you guys remember how to chain, all you got to do is yarn over and pull through. And that is one chain. And then what you're going to want to do is flip your work the opposite way so that you continue working this way. It will obviously be different if you are left-handed. You'll be flipping it the other way, but I am right-handed, so I work from right to left. And now, same thing with how the beginning of the chain, you never work in that closest chain to the hook. Here is that chain that we just made to get up to the height that we need. We are not working into that. We work into our first single crochet, which will be this one. And the easier way to tell, like if I turn it this way, it looks kind of like the chain in the beginning, right? Like you can see all the little V shapes. But in order to make sure that you are working into that now, you are not going to be going in through the middle like with that initial chain. Instead, you're going to be working kind of into the side of it. So you see here, you don't work into that one because that's your chain one. You work into this one. So that first V, you turn it to the side and you kind of like just force it into this little space here. And the way that you can tell that you are in the correct one is that you just kind of like face it towards you vertically, and you see that your hook is underneath both of those loops of the little V, or you might want to call it a heart. It kind of like has different little looks to it. So in order to do your next single crochet, all you would do is in that, you of course yarn over and pull through. And now once again, you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through both of those. And that is your first single crochet in the next row. So now you'll be working into the next one here. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we're going to work into 2 now. So you insert here into this little space, and if it's easier for you to see, of course, just make sure you turn it vertically and you see, okay, yes, your hook is underneath both of those loops of the V. Yarn over and pull through. So 2 loops on the hook again. Yarn over and pull through both. Once again, insert into that third one. Make sure you're underneath both of those loops there. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through both. So you literally just continue working that all the way down. And if it's helpful, you can always, at the end of every row, like if you're getting kind of confused on where to end, just count your stitches again. And I know counting can be a little difficult, when you're first starting out. See, like, I have now 9 single crochets here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. This is going to be my last one here, but I know it looks a little bit confusing because this was the end of our first row. So it does look a little funny. It doesn't look like nice and straight like this end does. So what you're going to want to do is just, once again, turn it vertically, turn it a different way so that you can see those final 2 loops that you are supposed to be under. Insert under those and you're all good. Pull through, yarn over, through both. And that is your second row of single crochets done. And basically you're going to keep repeating that way. So now that you're at the end again, of course, yarn over, pull through for your chain 1, and then once again, flip your work and just continue working that same way. Turn it this way if you need to. Make sure you never go into that first chain. Of course, always come in to the very first stitch. And then just work your 10, just keep on going until pretty much, it's as long as you'd like it to be. You can make these as wide, as thick, as long as you want them. The sky is really the limit. Like, this is one of the most fundamental stitches you will need to learn. Just literally, it's a simple insert, pull through, yarn over, through both. Insert, pull through, yarn over, through both. Because when you learn how to single crochet, you pretty much open up a whole world of plushies are made with single crochets. If you want to learn how to make amigurumi, You just need to learn how to, well, of course, you need to learn how to work in the round first, which I will have a tutorial on very soon once I get through the fundamental stitches first. But, you know, when you're working in the round, pretty much everything you do for a plushie is going to be single crochet unless specified otherwise in the pattern. But yeah, so this is pretty much just me single crocheting at normal speed. Every once in a while, I kind of like use my index finger and my thumb to brace my work to kind of get a better grip on it. But eventually, you will be able to crochet very quickly as well, because, you know, and I'm not even the fastest crocheter. I have seen people who can crochet extremely fast, who don't even have to look at their work. Those are extremely gifted people. It could never be me. Could never be me. I have to look at my work. I have to make sure I'm going into the correct stitch. I'm just not a very coordinated person, but pretty much that is how you single crochet. You should start getting something that looks somewhat similar to this. Might be, you know, more gappy if you have a looser tension than I do, or a bigger hook, or it might be even tighter if you have a very tight tension or a smaller hook. But it's supposed to look relatively something like this. And I hope this was helpful. Please, if you have any additional questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I would love to see if I could help you out, if there was any confusion in this video. But yeah, that is how you single crochet, you guys. My next tutorial will most likely be the half double crochet stitch or the double crochet stitch, because I feel like half double is kind of like a mixture between single and double. So I will try to figure out which one I'm going to do next. But thank you guys so much for being here as always. I so appreciate you. I hope everybody has an amazing rest of your day, week, month, night, whatever you are having. Please enjoy yourself, and I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah. Bye.